And now, for your listening pleasure, the Blazing Defender Report. Host Travis Jones. Welcome to the Blazing Defender Report. Then there was a rumble in the distance. They could hear the thunder coming. The rumbling vibrated their feet. It rattled the earwax from their ears. They did not know what to do, but they prayed. They prayed. They prayed to the man that would save them from the boredom of podcasting. So what I want to do is I want to welcome everyone back to the Blazing Defender Report. What's going on, everybody? The big bearded bastard is back. He's back to save you from all the bullshit podcasting that you've had to listen to for the last fucking 6 months. It's ridiculous. It's awful. It's terrible. I didn't even want to come back. I did it for you. I don't even like doing this shit. It's a pain in my ass. But I was sitting there thinking, I'm like, blazing. That's what I call myself when I'm driving. Blazing. These podcasts are fucking terrible. Like, they're terrible. Did they read the comic? Are they really getting that big of a check from DC and Marvel to say that this was good? And it obviously isn't. Scott Snyder has obviously lost his fucking mind. Death metal? It's a great name for a shitty fucking story, Scott. Thanks. So I said, Blazing, what are you going to do? Are you just going to just let them go? Just fuck it? Everybody fucking fend for themselves? Because that's what the world does now. We let them just, hey, it'll work out. It'll work out. Someone's going to come and save us. We don't have to do shit. And I thought to myself, can't do it. Can't do it. Not doing it. Not doing it to you. I won't want you to do it to me. We got to have each other's back through this bullshit. But I want to thank everybody for joining in to season 2, episode fucking 1 of the most hardcore comic book nerd shit podcast ever. Two-time best comic book podcast nominee. I haven't won. I heard someone say it. I have an app that I can hear you all say dumb shit, and that was dumb shit. I will one day, fuckers. I am really glad to be back. Thank you guys for joining in the chat. I am Travis Jones. I am going to be your fucking host tonight. I hope everyone took my advice on the social media pages, which are listed very coolly down in the right-hand corner for your viewing pleasure, for you to sign up to. Hit that fucking follow button. If you have an Amazon Prime account, you better be using your Amazon Prime free Twitch subscription on this guy. This guy. Click that follow. Hit that fucking subscribe button. Don't miss out on a minute, a fucking morsel of this Asgardian beauty in front of you as I tell you what you should be reading, what you should be watching, what you should not be watching, what you should not be reading, because there's a lot of that shit out there too. But hey, beggars can't be choosers right now, right? We know. Oh, thank you, Jason, for the subscription, brother. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, so BD. Heroes just don't fucking take off. You're right. So really quick. I had an issue with my vocal cords, which is obviously fixed. You heard it. They're fucking golden now. My God. American Idol, America's We Got Talent, The Voice, Masked Singer. Be on guard. Because the $6 million fucking voice is back. Which is odd because he said it was probably from a lack of, or from an excessive talking and yelling is what he said it came from. Anyway, I'm good. The biopsy came back clean. I want to thank everybody that sent me a get well wish and a speedy recovery wish, and all you guys that have been asking, when are you coming back? When are you coming back? You have no idea how much that meant to me. It really did. Thank you so much. Houdini. All right, fuck it, man. Let's get to the fucking chat. Love chat. Enough with the intro. We have some things to do. It's not like watching an Eagles-Giants game. Oh, damn. I believe Dennis is in chat, who is a huge Eagles fan. That hurt, bruh. That hurt. We won't talk about my Raiders. We won't talk about them. All right, I'm gonna wait till we beat Tampa Bay. Then I'm gonna start talking lots of shit. I should already be talking shit, especially through the bye week. I may have talked some shit. Beating the Super Bowl champs, Kansas City Chiefs. Cheers, motherfuckers. Yes, we do have some things to talk about. Houdini, Donny Cates' Thor, I believe, is what you're referring to. I'm sure it is. It's on the list, brother. You gotta wait. You just gotta wait. I love it. I love it. You all know we will suspend the order of business in this meeting to jump around, and we're going to talk about Thor, Donny Cates' Thor, really, really quick. Really fast. So there's going to be some, because we're coming back to that, there's going to be some changes to the show schedule. There is going to be no schedule. There is going to be no Blazing Defender once a week. Okay? But, hang tough, true believers. Hang tough. I am going to be doing a lot of stuff. Okay, there will be a Blazing Defender show, and I'll promote it and stuff. But that's the reason I want you to subscribe to the channel, is because I'm going to be doing pop-up shit. I'm going to be drinking coffee, reading comics, watching TV shows, and I'm going to be just popping in for 10, 15, 20 minutes. Get on Anchor. I am on Anchor as well. There's going to be some short shows on Anchor, and there'll always be the full Blazing Defender episode show like tonight. Okay, but there'll be no schedule for that. All right, because I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. No, honestly, what it is, it's content. I always want my show content driven, and what happened is when I was trying to adhere to, see, BD did some fucking reading. Yeah, I'm smarter now. So to adhere to a weekly schedule, sometimes I felt like I was talking about shit I really didn't want to fucking talk about, and you probably didn't really want to fucking hear about. So I believe this way it's going to allow me to do what I want to do when I want to fucking do it. I don't know if y'all know, but I'm retired now as of August 1st. I retired from the Louisville Fire Department after 23 glorious years of slaying fucking dragons. Now I slay this. My dope ass custom made Warhammer that my man got me from the fire department. Is that upside down? I believe it is. Yep. Check that out, right? LFD, bruh. Dragon motherfucking slayers. That's how I do motherfucking pow. Kaboom. That's how I fucking do it. Only he that be worthy. My boys deem me worthy. Never forget it. One of the best days of my life. Getting on that job and the day I left it, which is it's all right too. It's all good. Debo's in the fucking house. Thank you, sir, for the beard love. Trying to get like you, dog. Trying to get like you. Beard love. The beard is back. It's back to fucking stay. It's going to be glorious. It's going to be golden. Anyway, so back to glorious and golden. Nice segue, T. You ain't lost it, bub. A little Wolverine there for you. Thor. Cates' Thor. Big shoes to fill. I actually told him that at the con in Indy when we used to have conventions. So for the younger group that are listening, there used to be these things that we used to go to called comic conventions. They were lots of fun. Some not so hot girls and some really hot girls. They used to get dressed up in Harley Quinn outfits and run around. There was a fucking 1,000 Harley Quinns everywhere. But some you didn't care about. Some you wouldn't have cared about. Some you would have been like, Jesus Christ, I need more alcohol or more drugs to do that. But, hey, it's a con. Used to commingle. Nobody, if you didn't wear a mask, it was cool. Okay? So, yeah, conventions. Long time ago. So I met Donnie Cates at one of these conventions. And I told him, big shoes to fill. And this is what he did. All right? This is exactly what he did to me. He's signing autographs. Now this is after I told him his variant cover that he did for Mile High Comics was the absolute worst variant I'd ever paid for. I left it in the bottom, purposely, mind you. He's signing all my books, being Donnie Cates, which means arrogant. I said, oh, yeah, hey, man, and I got to apologize for that last book you're about to sign. It's the worst variant cover I've ever bought. He gets to it and goes, you fucking asshole. Which I kind of respected. All right, I kind of respected. So then I went on to tell him about my friend of the show, Big Sam, fellow meathead on movies, correspondent, said that he was very excited for his upcoming run on Thor. And Donnie said, he said some things. And I was like, you got big shoes to fill, dog. So Donnie, feeling safe, I guess, because his girlfriend was beside him, thought he would mock me. Do you think I got big shoes to fill, dog? I should have choke slammed him. But I really want to read his Thor. So I don't want to fucking hurt him. True story, by the way. Big Sam can confer. Sam was like, dude, that was fucking classic. You told Donnie Cates he had big shoes to fill. He did. Jason motherfucking Aaron, beard love. Much beard love goes out to J.A., friend of the show, J.A. He's really not. He might be. I don't know. Fuck. Yeah. Cates' Thor's been good. Now, what I will say about Cates' Thor, the artwork, I really hate it when they rotate artists, which it hasn't been as bad as some books. I just want the same artist. But the Galactus run, and I believe Jason was one of the guys that sent me an instant message and was like, hey, did you read the last episode or the last issue? It's, what the fuck? And I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but I'm really curious about Thor's power set now that he's king. Because there are some things that happen in that book that you're like, holy shit, he's on a fucking other fucking level. Nick Klein is amazing on that book. Absolutely amazing on that book. Like, I'm not going to say I haven't been a fan. He hasn't really done something mainstream or even something obscure that I've seen him do. But I will say this, guys, really, really quick. I believe that this is the new golden age of comics. I really do. With Cates, as much as I would really like to smack him, he's phenomenal, and he's been really, really great. Remender, which these guys have been around again. Hickman, we're going to get to some of these guys. Jason Fabok, another fantastic artist. I believe this is the new golden age. I really, really do. I think 20 years from now, they're going to look back and like, holy shit, man. Like, these guys are the guys from the 70s, the Claremonts, the Warren Ellises, which we're going to get to Warren Ellis today as well. So Neil Brandon says, I love the new Thor, but Venom kills it. For me, every time an issue comes out, Cates knocks it out of the park. Yeah, he's really, really good with the cosmic stuff. And I really like, he's very, and I don't need this as a disrespect, he's very Hickman-ish because he pulls from past, like, deep shit. Like, he pulls from 10 years ago, you know, the symbiote planet, Kalar or whatever it was called. Like, I like that. Like, that was an obscure thing. I was like, holy shit, there's a symbiote planet. It was in Guardians. It was an issue of Guardians when Flash Thompson wore the black symbiote suit. And, you know, it's gone, right? Cates brings it back, and he's like, oh, not only that, but there's this dude named Noel who's a bad motherfucker. Clantar, I guess. Thank you, Jason. So I like Cates. I really do. And I was worried about Thor, but I really, really like it. And it's brutal. Oh, I love it. When there's fucking goo and brain and blood dripping off Mjolnir, there's nothing better than that. Absolutely nothing better than that. Cates gives you fan service, which some fanboys don't like. And I have no fucking idea why, because that's what I want. I want someone out there to go, I'm a fan of this. I'm going to give you this. No one else will fucking know. But Cates does that. And it's really, really, really good. We're going to get some other stuff too. But I'm really, really glad. Thank you for that. I told you guys to bring your questions, and you did. And I need some more. But really, really quick, we're going to go through, we're going to do some TV. We're going to do some movie stuff, which, again, with fucking Darth COVID hitting the world, everything's been pushed back. But really, really quick in TV notes. So I want you all to be very patiently waiting for the Amazon Invincible series. I think it's going to be fantastic. It's got the voice of Glenn from The Walking Dead, which I don't know how good of a voice actor he is, but we'll see. I think it's going to be fantastic. I know Neil and I have talked about it, through instant message about how excited we are for this. Battle Beast has been, his voice actor has been cast. I mean, I can't wait for this. It's going to be really, 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 really good. Amazon has really picked the game up when it comes to TV shows and stuff. And I'll just segue right into The Boys finale. Now, Boys season 2. So let me just say, The Boys comic book, issues 1 through 72, the entire first run of The Boys, is in my top five stories of all time. Okay? That is a top 5 run for me because of the twists and the turns. And I don't want to give anything away. It is, I've some people have been like, yeah, man, I'm really digging this show. I really don't want to read the comic and get spoiled. I heard this shit about Walking Dead. Well, fear not, true believers. You don't have to worry about that at all, because The Boys TV series is vastly different. There's a lot of similarities, trust me, you'll see them, than the comic. Okay, they all have Compound V when the comic book starts, basically. Some of them were given it at birth, and they have abilities. So it's not just a bunch of guys with guns and their wits to fight supes. They actually can go toe-to-toe, which is a whole new dynamic. Now, what made that series so good is the oh shit moments. Now, you go, oh, the fucking Boys TV show has oh shit moments. They do, and it's great, and I love that. Nothing like the comic book, guys. As good as you like this show, which I like this show too, trust me, the comic book is, to me, still far, far superior. The shit that they do in that comic book, the dark, crazy, twisted, oh my God, I'm going to need fucking therapy for seeing this in a comic book shit, they could never do on TV. Never do on TV. And we're talking not syndicated, I'm talking cable TV. I'm talking fucking HBO Max. Maybe not even Cinemax late night. They could do some of this shit that they did in the comic. It was crazy. It's like everything is amped up 10 in the comic. It was fucking lovely. Lovely. So if you're a big fan of The Boys, please do me a favor and read the comic. It is, you'll love it. You'll love it. And you'll get another appreciation for these, for like Mother's Milk and all that. Now, there's also a spinoff series. I don't know if you guys know this. They're going to have some one-offs of like origin stories, it sounds like. Like, I know Mother's Milk is getting one. It's called, I think it's titled How I Met Mother's Milk. So I assume it's Butcher meeting Mother's Milk. So that's going to be really cool. Eminem. All right. Well, I mean, the X-Men version is a dude raping a bunch of mutants, right? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. Yeah, can you say rape? I don't know. We did say it. So World's OK's DM just said, I've been enjoying Last God so far. Yeah, Last God's fantastic. I don't think high fantasy D&D shit has been done this well ever. Philip Kennedy, friend of the show, been on the show, will be back on the show, and he's blowing up, guys. I said it, I don't know how many, when I was reviewing Warlords of the Appalachia, if you don't, yeah, I mean, if you guys, some of you guys have been with me that long, I said then, this guy, this dude, Philip Kennedy Johnson, he's got the shit. He's got the shit. And he's going to blow up, and he is going to blow up, and he is blowing up as we speak. So please check out some of his work. You're going to love it. I have trouble following what the hell's happening. Yeah, okay, so if I do have a criticism for Phil, and I'll tell him this next time he's on the show, is the time jumping when they first entered the Black Stair, which is where the big bad is for you guys that haven't read it. And then they go back to now because it's still some of the same people. It does get confusing. But I'll be honest, there's so much going on in that book, so many layers. I kind of have to, when there's a new issue comes out, I go back and reread the last issue anyway. So it helps me a little bit. But I do agree. I totally agree. But the artwork is gorgeous. Giovanni Rovinobili, or whatever the fuck his name is. I don't know. It's like Italian. Sounds really, really cool, and I'm fucking it up, but it's a really cool name. He's very Assad Rabiq-ish in his, it looks like painting. It looks like an oil painting, the pages do, so it's fucking beautiful. And it's well written, it's gory, it's great. It's barbarians and wizards and fucking these crazy monsters. It's really, really cool. And Philip does this thing where he adds world building. You know, he's a musician at heart. He's a buglist in the army, and he's very music inclined. So he's got these songs, these fables that he's, you know, in the back with all these backstories and stuff. It's not even, you don't even need to know about it to read the story to enjoy it, but it adds just so much depth to this already expansive world. He's really killing. I'm super glad for him. His Marvel Zombie stuff is really, really good too. Please check that out. But you motherfuckers, I swear to God, y'all get me fucking off kilter all the time. No, really, no. I love the chat, man. I always come back. I got my notes. I got my good notes. So people have been asking me, what are you watching now? So since I finished The Boys, a good friend of mine on the fire department told me about Utopia. Utopia on Amazon Prime. Dude, y'all done got me all fucked up, man. I've got images. I got images. You know how the show goes. I got images. There's The Boys. Boom. It's out of the way. Done. Boom. Here it is, Utopia. Okay. Utopia. You guys are going to love it. If you're not watching it, you should be, guys. Right up your fucking alley. That's the reason it was referred to me. This dude was like, dude, this show is you. It's you. It is. It's a group of fucking nerds that find a huge global conspiracy in a comic book. And lo and behold, it's all true. So it's viruses, which, hey, hello, what the fuck? And it's got a great cast of characters. No one's really safe, which I always love, and it's very comic book centric. You guys are going to love it. The cast is really, really, really good, but don't get attached to a lot of people, okay? So you never know what's going to happen next, but man, Utopia. I'm only 5 episodes in, but it's really, really, really good, and I'm very curious on what happens. John Cusack is a key player in it as well. He's the one guy you're going to know. Everybody else, you're going to be like, who was that? But you're not going to know their fucking name. But you will know John Cusack. So, really good. And Rand. From The Office. Dwight. Dwight plays a virologist, epidemiologist. He plays an epidemiologist who has a very central part, and he's just not the bit character. So really, really good stuff in Utopia. So guys, please check that out too. So this happened, and I think this may have been one of the last podcasts that I had done, was the Zack Snyder cut of Justice League's coming out. Boom, motherfuckers. Suck it. It don't exist, bro. It don't exist. God, man, just fucking move on, bro. To he who we love, Zack Snyder. Yeah, Snyder cut. Well, we got some new news. New news. New news. Jared Leto's Joker will be reprising his role. Reprising, maybe not. Maybe it's just, I don't think it's new footage. I think it's older footage that was already going to be in there. Now, I knew this would be controversial, because I know you motherfuckers don't like Zack. It's fine. And I know more of you motherfuckers don't like Jared Leto's Joker. So, let's be fair here. If I'm ranking the Jokers, Jared Leto's Joker is very, very low. Very, very low. Okay? The lowest? Pretty much. But I also recognize that David Ayer's movie was fucked up. Okay? Apparently, there was a shit ton of footage that was shot for Suicide Squad that was never aired of Leto's Joker. So we really didn't get an honest portrayal of his Joker. Now, would I fucking pay? No, it is new footage being shot. Okay, so it's new footage. Great. Awesome. I fucking love it. Because I'm in the middle. Love Snyder, hate Leto's Joker. And that's cool. That is fucking fair as fair can be. It really is. And I'm all about fair on this show. Unless you disagree with me and you're fucking wrong. No, I'm just kidding. That's absolutely correct. But I would love to see, like, if you just said Ben Affleck and Jared Leto are going to do fucking the Batman Joker movie, I'm in. I'm fucking in. Yes, I want to see that. Okay, I want to see that. So let's get let's see what Zack does with this Joker. Okay, so I think there was an element of zaniness and craziness that Leto brought to it. All right, and I've even asked my wife, who used to date Jared, to reach out, but she refused. I know she doesn't even fucking support me, guys. I mean, what kind of wife would do that? You know, what was she said? No. What? You used to date the guy. He owes you. You owe me. No, I'm just kidding. She did used to date him, but I didn't ask her because I like my nuts too much, and yeah, whatever. So, really, really happy, curious to see that. And as you see here, the graffiti written on the image, haha, joke's on you, Batman. You know, that was on Robin's suit in the Batcave in BVS. So everyone, now the Jason Todd stories, he's the Joker. These could still be in play, guys. They could still be in play. We don't know that was not true. I do think Zack kind of shot that down at a convention, but who knows what's going on? You know, if this is true, that new footage is being shot, there's stories still to be written, and there is a heavy rumor, not conferring, this is not at all confirmed. But HBO Max may give Ben Affleck and Batman and Zack Snyder their own kind of universe on HBO Max. That's kind of been the story. You'll hear something, it'll be debunked, and then it comes back, and it'll be debunked. I usually think there's a little bit of element of truth. They might be batting this around because it has such a following. So we'll see. I don't know. Very, very curious to see where they go with this. I think it's going to be fantastic. I mean, I love Zack. So already used my first week of HBO Max to watch A Love Country while Heather is on vacation. Okay. Very, very, I'm glad you said that because I had just finished Raised by Wolves. Ridley Scott's new sci-fi series on HBO Max. Holy shit. Weird as a motherfucker. Travis Kimball, I believe is his name, was Ragnar Lothbrok on Vikings, which I fucking loved. You know, Vikings still has got some episodes. I think it's 6 or 7 episodes to finish up the series. Can't wait for that. Thank you, COVID, for making me fucking wait, you cocksucker. But, yeah, so he is one of the main people in this. Not a lot of other people. One of the main chicks that plays the android. Yeah, dude, it's androids. It's atheists versus believers of Saul. The earth is decimated because of this war between atheists and believers. They've taken to the stars. Shit is ensued. Blah, blah, blah. Zaniness, craziness. What just happened? What did she just fucking give birth to? What am I watching? A lot of oh shit moments. I'm really not sure I want to recommend it. But if you ain't got nothing else to watch, it is Ridley Scott, and there's a lot of stuff going on right now. Silent Night, it's so good. I'm halfway through. Okay. I mean, like, there is a lot of layers peeling back in this show, which I dig. It reminds me of Lost in a way. I won't give away any spoilers. I won't. I try not to. But yeah, but it's very sci-fi-ish. There's that element of religion in it. So give it a shot. You know, you may dig it. Silent Night digs it. I dig it. I'm going to continue to watch it. Trust me. But you know, I'm going to start needing answers. It's like Lost. Like I said, it's like, oh, what? Why are they hearing voices? What the hell? You know. Yeah, the cinematography is amazing, and it's big budget. So it's like, you know, you watch an episode, but you feel like you're watching a movie. So it's really, really good. I dig it. You know, like I said, do I want to recommend it? I don't know. I hope you watch it and you like it, but if you don't blame me because it is strange in a lot of ways. Okay, another TV show really, really quick, and I want to move on. Is Gangs of London. Guys, Gangs of London is one of the best TV shows I've ever watched in my entire life. The director of the Raid movies has directed several episodes. You will notice immediately. You want to talk about cinematography. You want to talk about action scenes. You want to talk about violence, betrayal. Oh my God. Gangs of London. Gangs of London. Don't ask me how I watched it because it may not have been strictly legal in the United States. Streaming is still legal, so I was streaming it. Fantastic. Gangs of London, guys. Please check it out. Okay. I need to talk about this because I really haven't talked about it since, you know, I went off the air. So, the Batman trailer. All right, Reeves, you got my attention. All right, Pattinson, or should I say Battinson, you got my attention. Very noir, which is good thing. Looks pretty violent when Battinson's beating the shit out of that fucking Joker dude. That was dope. Loved it. It actually is reminding me of one of the Batman series I'm reading right now that I'm going to tell you guys about when I get to comics. The parallels are weird. Like, it's really, really weird. And I hope you're reading it and you can maybe agree or disagree with me. That's fine. But I see a lot of parallels in this story and Reeves's, especially if he wants to get back to the detective element of Batman, which we really haven't seen that, you know, world's greatest detective element in any of the movies, just, you know, some here and there. So yeah, loving it. Loving this. So definitely going to be interesting. Was very surprised with the Batman trailer, but surprised in a good way. Still won't ever take Affleck's place as my favorite Batman though. No, he won't. And to me, it's just the look, the physicality. It won't have anything to do with the acting, because I'm sure Pattinson's going to do a great job. But yeah, Ben Affleck's still my Batman, always will be. But doesn't mean that Pattinson can't replace Bale or some of the other Batmans for me. And if he replaces Batfleck, that's fucking great too. I want to like shit, guys. I don't give a shit about being right. Trust me. I'm wrong on a fucking daily basis. Sometimes a hourly base. Sometimes a minutely base. The more I drink, the more stupid fucking shit I say, and I'm usually wrong. So I don't care about that. I just want to like it. I want to like it a lot. And they're already off to a great start. Can't wait. Fucking sick and tired of hearing about projects getting pushed back, though. It's really a bummer. But, 2022 now, right? March 2022, I believe. So we got a minute before we see this. So hopefully the HBO Max stuff can keep us happy. All right, what else do I have here? Movie release notes, Joker letter. Tenet. Okay, so I seen Christopher Nolan's Tenet. Went to the movies, actually. It was the first movie I got to go see. The movies opened up. Tenet was playing. I went just to get back into theater. And it's a Christopher Nolan movie, right? Shot in IMAX. It's going to be beautiful. Had no idea what I watched. Maybe some of you guys watched it. I hope maybe you didn't. Again, Robert Pattinson plays a great role. I really think the cat that they cast as the lead, they missed. I would have much rather seen Chadwick Boseman or someone like Chadwick Boseman, Wakanda Forever, in that role. I think he would have brought more to it. This guy was very, I don't know. I didn't buy it. I didn't buy him. I don't know. It just wasn't good. Hey, Brian. What's up, Brian? Hey, man. Better late than never, buddy. Appreciate it. We just came off Batman, dude. Man, sorry, bro. You missed it, man. I'd like to have you here for that. But, yeah, so Tenet, watch. Don't pay to see it. Wait for it to come out. And then, judge for yourself. It was just, I don't know. I had no idea what I watched. And it's crazy. I don't want to spoil anything, because if you hadn't seen it, but you just have to make up your own mind. But yeah, wasn't a big fan. Not a big fan. All right, but Brian, you are in time for the comic book portion of everything. No biggie, man. We'll talk about it. The Dastardly Dingoes. Yes. Hey guys, I'll be doing Dastardly Dingoes. Brian, if you want to drop a link to that podcast in the message, that's so people check it out. Yes, Tenet did suck. Don't know what I watched. Everything looked great. The acting, especially from the lead guy, was just didn't work for me. Pattinson was great. But yeah, but I will be on Dastardly Dingoes next week. I believe it's a Wednesday. If you want to drop that down there too, and we can get some promotion out on that. When you really know what you watch, when do you really know what you just watched with a non-Batman Nolan film? Okay, so Inception. We'll tangent real quick. We'll rabbit hole real quick. So, Inception. I've watched Inception like 6 or 7 times. Okay? Love it. Love it. You grasp it. It's deep. It's like, holy shit, a dream within a dream within a dream. Am I dreaming? No. The kick. You know what I mean? So, especially the more times you watch it, the more times you get it. And I dig movies like that. I really like movies that, when they're over, I go, what the fuck? I didn't really do that with Inception, but I knew that I wanted to go back and watch it again. Okay? With Tenet, I'm like, nah, I don't really care. Because there is a deep espionage level to Tenet. They don't give you enough information. They just don't give you enough information. Okay? You don't know who's working for who. Everybody assumes, and I'm not non-accustomed to shadowy agencies. So, you could say a guy works for the DOD, but he could actually work for the CIA. But you understand that. These guys, they're way above that. you know? So, I don't know. It just, there was a lot of stuff that they could have done, I feel, to bring the viewer into that world, and they needed that, and they didn't. I think they thought, oh, you're gonna figure it out halfway through, but it's like a 2 hour and 45-minute movie. It's a lot to ask of a viewer. Now, again, the action, the cinematography was all really good, but just, yeah, I'm not a fan. Interstellar, one of my favorite movies. I've yet to see it. Yet to see Interstellar. How you like them apples? Yeah, just, I don't know. Just haven't. I need to watch it. If it's one of your favorite movies, I need to check it out, and I will. There you go, guys. Check out the Dingo's YouTube channel if you don't mind. Brian Rodman, comic creator, does really great shit. He's been on my show several times, so really appreciate you guys checking out him and his boys in the Dingo's podcast, and I will be on next week, so be looking on the Blazing Defender Facebook and Instagram pages for that information, okay? Don't miss it. It'll probably be pretty good. I'm sure it will be. I can't wait. Really excited about it. Yeah, Silent Night thinks it's in the category of Inception. Oh, okay, Interstellar. Okay, good. Well, then I definitely want to check it out then. All right, the comic book portion. All right, so we opened the show, jumping the gun. We suspended the order of business to get the comic book shit because that's what you guys wanted to do, and I am here for you. I am here for the people. Yes, we talked about Cates' Thor and about how Cates is lucky I didn't smack the taste out of his mouth in Indiana. Only because I wanted to read his Thor. I'm going to let it slide. I'm going to allow that. That's what I'm going to do. No, Cates is fine. He thinks he's tougher than he is. Trust me, Cates. You got lucky that day. But no, Cates' Thor is really good, guys. Check it out. It's very cosmic. Thor is on. He's the king of Asgard now, guys. So he is on another fucking level, like serious other level. Now the second story arc is kind of bringing it to the grassroots, kind of like to everyman kind of thing. But we're going back, and Null's going to play a part. Venom and all that's going to be a big Marvel event. We all know that, right? So Thor's going to be big. Thank you, Brian. Brian said, by the way, my man, that beard is looking good. I am trying to be you, brother. I got some years to go, but it grows fast. So, but I thank you. I thank you for that. All right. So, Cates' Thor, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So again, guys, so what we're doing here is, go away, Cates' Thor. We're done with you. What we're doing here, again, I said that, the show is going to kind of change a little bit, and how it's going to change is, if I don't come on once a week and I read a certain issue, I'm going to pop in, I'm going to talk about that issue, and I'm going to be out. Okay. I'll still do big shows like this, but they're not going to be every week. So what I'm going to do is I'm talking about the comics that may have came out this week. Some of them did, some of them didn't. But that I've been reading for the last couple months that may be known, maybe not known. You guys asked about Thor, which was on my list, which is fantastic because great minds fucking think alike. But so I want to tell you about some comics that you may not know too that have been fantastic. And I hope World's Most Okayest DM is still in the chat because this book is actually right up his fucking alley. He is one of the podcasters from the Botched podcast. You guys need to check that out. It's fantastic and blowing up, by the way. So congrats to those guys. They're a lot of fun. And Silent Night asked about Die. Yeah, did I already put up the image up, or did you ask before the image? I need to know this because, if so, you got some fucking Professor Xavier shit going on, bro. He was in my head, man. I don't know. I thought this was like my Magneto helmet. I didn't think anybody could get in there. I dig it. I dig Die. It's beautiful. Karen Gillan, which the dude he's a rock star. He's been in the fucking, yeah. Oh, Jason, you're not reading Die? Oh, bro. It's awesome, man. It's awesome. Really, really good. It's let me give you a brief synopsis. I'm probably going to fuck it up, but you got a group of people that played that were always playing Dungeons and Dragons. One of the DMs came in contact with these special dice or a die, okay? And they ended up going into a world for 2 years playing their characters. When they come back, all of them came back but the Dungeon Master Saul. Okay? So everybody thought that they had killed him. They kind of were all like looked at as murderers in the real world. So with Die, I feel like this is Gideon Falls all over again. So what you're saying is I need to buy this comic from Brian Robin. Yes. Yeah. Buy the trade. I don't even know if there's a trade out. I've been buying it since issue 1. I'm a big Karen Gillan fan, so it was just right up my alley. You know, I've really never played D&D. I've played with Dennis and them a little bit. Got my feet wet, if you want to say that. And, but I get it. Like, so these characters that are thrust into their D&D character, some of them don't want to be there. Like, they have a wife, they have kids back in the real world. They're trying to get back. But the deal is all of them have to want to go back. And now Saul is the master of this Dungeons and Dragons world that he's created. So he's lost his mind. He's insane now, and he's putting them all through their characters' story arcs. So now the characters are trying to change the story arc to get back home, and they're just fucking this place up. All right? It's really good. Lots of layers, and I like comic books with lots of layers to it. The artwork's beautiful. It's fantastic. You really get a sense of another world. So it's really, really good. Yeah, check it out, Brian. I really like to get your opinion on it. The last issue was really something. You really start to get into these players' heads. These I'm calling them people. They're the characters in the comic that are playing their Dungeons and Dragons characters. And it's like you're starting to really feel for these people because they're playing this role that's really not them, but they know what the role is. So, like, there's a grief knight, okay, which was kind of new to me. I don't know what that really is, but basically he uses pain and sorrow. The more pain and sorrow he has, the stronger he becomes. That's a pretty fucking desolate type of character to be. Like, I wouldn't even ever choose that. You know what I mean? Like, I'd want to be the drunk guy. And then, so there's another character in the comic. He's a fiction writer. Hey, Brian, you'll love this. You'll love this. And, like, he's kind of got, like, a Domino from X-Force ability. He makes the worst decisions, and they always turn out okay. Okay? Now, doesn't mean it's going to turn out okay for the guy behind you, but you'll probably make it. You know what I mean? So it's a very odd power set. And one of the players, you can tell how much I like this, right? One of the players is a chick who she wants to be a cyberpunk. And they're like, this isn't that world. Well, they let her do it anyway. Saul lets her do it anyway. So now she can control, like, tech. And there's a currency. It's called, Fool's Gold. Or it's not Fool's Gold. It's Fairy Gold. Boom. See? You think I get drunk at the end of the show and I fucking lose my shit. Sometimes I get better. It's Fairy Gold. Well, it's rare. But the more Fairy Gold she has, the more shit she can control. It's really, really cool. So then there's decisions to make. Do we do this? Do we do that? Well, I've only got Fairy Gold for this. Well, we need more Fairy Gold. Ain't that fucking easy? I mean, it's really, really good. You guys are going to dig it. Please tell me what you think about it. Again, it's Karen Gillan. Can't go wrong, bro. Can't go wrong. All right, so enough of Die. Jesus Christ, I could do a whole show on Die, I think. All right, so I'm going to tell you about a comic that I've known about for 5 or 6 years, and I got it from the man himself, Jason Fabok. I met Jason Fabok at Lexington Con again, like 6 years ago. Got to chatting with him. He mentioned he was going to be working with Jeff Johns on a top secrets. You know, my first guess was the Watchmen coming into the DCU. Didn't know what it would look like then. The button wasn't even out then, guys, which Fabok did the covers for and the artwork for. Okay? He did kind of drop it that he was doing that. And I remember Sam was like, dude, I think you nailed it. And I'm like, nah, it's something else. Something bigger. And I said, is it Joker related? And you should have seen the look on Fabok's face. Sam goes, oh shit, dude, he's doing a Joker origin. And I went, I think you're right. So when he signed my print, Fabok signed it. Oh, come on. Here it is. Right here in the corner. I know you can't see it. To the man who knew too much. That's how he signed it. To the man who knew too much, the blazing fucking Defender. Yeah, that was awesome, right? So anyway, back to the three Jokers. Now my shit looks all weird. It's fucking phenomenal. I love it. I absolutely fucking love it. Fabok's art is Jim Lee worthy. Jason Fabok is slowly becoming one of my favorite fucking artists, man. He's so good. But that's not what makes this book so fantastic, okay? You have actually got three Jokers, guys, okay? You got a comedian, a criminal, and shit, I'm forgetting the third one. See, sometimes it doesn't help. But I'm going to tell you the without giving any spoilers away, the main guy, like the dude that I'm like, yeah, Red Hood. Yeah, Jason Todd. Jason Todd, man. He's bad, motherfucker. He's just bad. Bad. Love him. Barbara Gordon has been great as Batgirl. Batman is doing Batman shit. The three Jokers have got them chasing their fucking tail. It's a great story. Jeff Johns is an amazing writer. I wish that's all he did. Like, stay out of the movies, Jeff. Stay out of them. We don't need you in them. I don't think you're a good person, but you write amazing comic books. So please check out Three Jokers if you're a Batman fan. This is going to be one for the ages, guys. This is going to be a Dark Knight Returns. This is going to be a Long Halloween type story. It is a Joker origin story, right? But we haven't even really got to that yet. So it's so good. Please check it out. If there was a pick of the week, it would be that. But isn't DC Black Label still in trouble? It may be still in trouble. And so this book here, it is a prestige format book, but it's not like the other prestige format books. It's not the big magazine size. This is a regular trade paperback size book. It's thicker. It's got the great cover. It's got the thick spine, but it's not the other one. I think maybe that format may have turned some people off. Black Label is kind of like the new Vertigo, like they're being adult. This book is extremely adult with the violence in it. So I don't know. Right now, isn't everything in trouble? I mean, as far as comic books, period, they still haven't bounced back 100% yet. Just talking to the, comic book shop owners that I know, it's getting better. It is getting better. and they're getting the shipping problems and all that taken care of, and but there's a lot of internal shit going on in comic book companies right now. So I think that I think right now books like this can maybe keep them afloat because it's a fucking amazing. Batman's been great too, guys. Batman's, Tyrion's been doing Tyen's been doing a fantastic job on Batman. That's not on here right now, but yeah, Brian, DC's got a huge turnover right now. I think it's just internal shit. And again, guys like Johns, who probably has still a lot of power at DC. I don't think he's a good dude. I just don't think he's like a Jim Shooter or something like that. And there's so many stories about what a fucking asshole these guys are. But he writes great comics. Peter David ain't the nicest dude either. I mean, I interviewed him. I thought I was going to fucking smack him around. Ended up being a great guest, but he's just not a nice person. He's just, New Yorker, they all suck. Sorry, Casey. Everybody but Casey Stroh's. Casey Stroh's fantastic, but everybody else around him sucks. Joker War, so good. Yeah, so like I said, the Batman title's been great. The Justice League title I've been enjoying. Batman and the Outsiders has been really good. I'm actually enjoying more DC books than I am Marvel. Other than Cates and Jason Aaron, what's Marvel done? I don't, I'm just, Maestro's been, subpar. I mean, they try to bring that back. That horse is dead, I think. He didn't reinvent the character like he should have. I don't know. I'm really digging DC books right now, and I'm a Marvel boy. I'm a Marvel fanboy. I'm an Avengers fanboy. Cap, Thor, they're my guys. Batman, you all know I love Batman. But okay. On that note, this is my favorite thing in Marvel Comics right now. It's not Cates' Thor, guys. It's not Cates' Thor. Meant to say that earlier. So I'll go ahead and this is my last comic I'm going to talk about tonight. Not the last comic. I'm going to give you one more. The X of Swords. Okay, so the X of Swords. Holy fucking shit. I absolutely love it. Love it. Love it. Loving the X-Men. Hickman has reinvented the X-Men. He's done it better than Grant Morrison, than John Byrne, than Chris Claremont, than anybody has done it. Jonathan Hickman has taken stuff from the 70s and brought it and made it relevant. He's brought characters that no one even knew they were fucking X-Men or mutants or New Mutants or X-Force or X-Factor or whatever the fuck. And you're getting on Wikipedia. You're getting on all the sites trying to figure out who this character is. Go Balls? He's one of the 5. He's creating life. Go Balls. Dude. Give me some of the shit you smoke, Hickman. Good Lord. Unbelievable, this guy. He's fucking fantastic. Hellions and Wolverine have been my favorite X-books lately. So fucking good. They're good. They are good. And thank you. You're the one that gave me the recommendation for Hellions. I am enjoying it. I'm enjoying the psychopathic Havoc. Havoc's fucked up, man. I dig it. A dude that powerful, he's fucked up. Hickman is just, it's incredible what he's done with this book. Now, the X of Swords is exactly how a big event should be done. That fucking bullshit event Marvel had with the flower aliens. Mad at myself I even bought that shit. It's awful. Fucking awful. Okay? Extinction or whatever the fuck it was awful. I don't even fucking remember the name of it because I'm trying to, it's like my psyche is trying to repress that shit. It's awful. X of Swords is exactly how it should be done. Apocalypse's children, his wife. I love Apocalypse, by the way. I'm so fucking excited. Like, he's like one of the main guys in this story. I mean, if you haven't read, this is the bad thing. And I will say this. This is the bad thing about the X of Swords. 10 of Swords, however you want to say it. It is about 10 swords, by the way. Is if you haven't read Hickman's X-Men run, you're going to be a little lost. Okay? You're not going to know about Krakoa. You're not going to know about Rocco. You're not going to know about the parts of the island, which I think you can get. Like, oh, this is where the mutants are. You know, I think you can get it. It's fucking phenomenal. And let me tell you, so like X of Swords main book, great. The tie-ins, better. What? When did that happen? Now I'm going to tell you the two tie-ins. I believe it's Wolverine. It starts in Wolverine. And the part 2 of that story happens in Excalibur, I believe. Now, Excalibur has been one of the ones that hasn't been, it's been a miss for me. I know some of you all like it, but I just haven't. So, now, there's great new characters. The New Horseman, Apocalypse's children, badass. His wife, oh, damn. Bitch has got a power set, yo. Tough. The best new character is this motherfucker right here. Yep. Who is Solem? Nobody knows. He's new, yo. He's new. So, just a little back story. What I know. So, this picture right here, you see he's chained up and he's got a little chalice of a little drink. Probably some, Four Roses and ginger ale, maybe. And he's got a little candelabra right there to the right. He's got some books and grapes. He's been locked up for 100 years. Don't give a fuck. Care less. The reason he's locked up is because he was banging one of the Horsemen's wives. War. Didn't give a fuck. He didn't care. So then when old boy finds out you're banging his wife, hey man, we're going to fight. Solem's like, that's cool. I understand that. Kills him. So for his punishment, they banish him. They put him in this fucking hole. He's going to be he's banished from wherever the fuck he was in Outer World. Outer World's a crazy place, by the way. Never really got with it. Where Captain Britain's power reigns supreme, all that shit. You'll get it. He's chilling. People love him. They take care of him. That's how he has all this shit. They're like, dude, you should be crazy right now. He's like, why? I've been taken care of. He's maybe the most arrogant character in comics history. His skin, it's not his skin really, it's his suit, is made of vibranium. Wolverine can't cut it. Not vibranium, sorry, adamantium. Wolverine can't cut it. He tries. Wolverine's new. No. Did I freeze? Please don't tell me I froze. There we go. All right, sorry. Froze up for a minute. The internet can't handle me. Facebook, Twitter trying to silence me because I'm talking about Solem. Wolverine tried. He couldn't. I'm made of adamantium, bro. So, I don't want to spoil anything for you, but Wolverine and Solem, they're new. It's the new Sabretooth and Wolverine. And this guy couldn't be happier. This guy's fantastic. And you can tell, this is my theory anyway, his markings, if you can see on his face, like if you look on his face, let me see here. Let me see if I can do this for y'all, because I love you. Solem. I'm going to blow this up really, really quick. If you see on his face and his markings on his suit and stuff, he's very Apocalypse looking, is he not? Pretty much looks like Apocalypse. Okay, he's got that same marking. We don't know anything about him. He's new, man. He's super new. Fantastic, guys. X of Swords. You're going to love it. All the X-Men were in a not all the X-Men, but there were certain X-Men that were found out to be in a prophecy. They each had to gather a sword. The champions of Arakko and the champions of Krakoa are all gathering their swords, and they're going to battle in a tournament. It's the motherfucking Mutant Kumite. Mutant blood sport with swords. What could be better than that? Nothing. Yeah. Someone said, Houdini said, put it in my cart now. Put it in your cart. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. I can't wait. It's one of the things that I'm looking forward to each week. Because it's in Excalibur. It's in Hellions. It's, yeah. Get them, guys. Get the tie-ins. They're really, really good. All right. Next book. Because I could talk about X of Swords for a minute. This may be one of my favorite Batman series of all time. I had to let you know about it. Big Sam, which I've talked about earlier on the show from the Me Hits on Movies, has said pretty much the same thing. I'm loving Batman's Grave. Warren Ellis and Brian Hitch doing fantastic work. Fantastic artwork, great action scenes. Brian Hitch has this beautiful widescreen artistic ability. It's lovely. It's gorgeous. Like the fight scenes flow. Batman's kicks flow, and they're violent, and everything you want for it to be in Batman. But that ain't what drives this story. This is a detective story. This is an espionage story. And it's beautifully done. I'm not a huge Warren Ellis fan. Really not. I actually didn't even want to read this book. But I like Hitch. Kind of flipped through it and was like, man, it's gorgeous. Which, I expect it from Hitch. Get into reading it. Fucking full on, buddy. It is good. It's good. You don't have your typical cast of villains. Some of them make an appearance, but there's a new villain. Okay, a new group of villains and some side villains that are even new. And I love that. It's just adding to Batman's already glorious and beautiful cast of rogues. So please check this book out. Do not sleep on this book, because I think a lot of people are. Oh, Warren Ellis, Brian Hitch. Not exciting about that. These guys have been around forever, but they're fucking Karl Malone, John Stockton right now. They're doing fucking great work. They're just older, okay? Doesn't mean they're not as good as Cates and Stegman, but they understand Batman, and it's gadgets and detective work, and, oh, you want to try to kick my ass? Everything you want about Batman. The Batman's Grave. Please check it out. It's ongoing. It's not a miniseries. It's doing really, really good. I love it. Don't make me smack you through that mic talking bad about Ellis. I didn't say nothing bad about Ellis, Jason. God damn it. Don't get your fucking panties in a wad, bitch. Ellis is hit or miss for me. And when he's a hit, he's a fucking hit. And Ellis never does anything bad. Don't get me wrong. It's just something I don't get with. I don't like it. It's, oh, he did great work on Swamp Thing. I wasn't a fan. Was it Swamp Thing or was that Alan Moore? Wasn't Alan Moore. Had to been Ellis. I think it was Ellis. Jason will tell me it was Ellis. Enjoy it while you can, because I think Ellis is on his way out over the allegations. You'll have to drop another message down. I'm not privy. What did he fucking offend somebody? I guess. I don't know. I didn't know that. So I guess Marvel's taking him? I don't know. Like I said, he's hit or miss for me. Swamp Thing was Alan Moore. Constantine. Okay, now Ellis was good on Constantine. I'm trying to think of some of the other stuff Ellis did that I haven't been a fan of. Not like this. Let's just say that. Like, this is going to go down in my top 5, for sure. The Batman's Grave will go down in my top 5 best Batman comics that I've read. Predatory behavior with female writers. Damn it, Warren, you sick freak. just go to Pornhub like the rest of us, man. Come on, dude. All right. I got one more for you. This is one that I have not read yet. But I am a huge, huge Rick Remender fan. He's actually behind Hickman for me right now. Remender's probably second. He just doesn't do anything bad. So like Ellis does really great shit. And I'm like, oh my God, it's amazing. He does a bunch of other mediocre shit. I don't get that with Remender and Hickman. It's all knocked out of the park for me. Anyway. Scumbag. Okay, now, I didn't know what this was even about. Yes, again, Jason said, but you love Midnight and Authority, which was Ellis. Yes, absolutely. I love Midnight. Midnight's still one of the best fucking heroes. He doesn't get his due. He's one of the baddest motherfuckers. I loved the, it was The Hitch and Quietly's Authority. Oh my God, I loved it. It was like, oh my God, it was like what you want the Avengers to be. Like just these badass fucking kind of Avengers knockoffs, JLA knockoffs, but they're badass. Midnighter's like the Batman that fucking breaks your face. You don't use guns, you don't need to, but he's gonna snap your neck. He's gonna pull your fucking spine out of your mouth. He's just a bad motherfucker. So, yeah, if you haven't read Warren Ellis's The Authority with Frank Quietly, you really should because it's fantastic. So Remender did this Scumbag, which came out this week. So I had to Google it. So I Googled it for you guys because I didn't know what the fuck it was about. It's from the writer of Deadly Class. You all know how I feel about Deadly Class. Rick Remender launches an all-new comedy espionage. Comedy espionage? You kidding me? The Scumbag, the story of Ernie Ray Clementine, a profane, illiterate, drug-addicted biker with a fifth-grade education. He's the only thing standing between us and total Armageddon because this dummy accidentally receives a power-imbuing serum, making him the world's most powerful super spy. This new ongoing series will feature a murderer's row of all-star artistic talent rotating each issue. Ooh, I don't like that. The first issue showcasing the artwork of Louis LaRosa. He's fantastic. Subsequent chapters and covers and brilliant artwork. Wes Craig, who I do believe does the interiors. Marco Savage. Mike Keown. Mike Keown's fantastic. Dave Johnson's fantastic. Moreno Dinasono is fantastic as well. He's got that artwork look to it. Yeah, I'm in. I'm all in. I'm not a big fan of when they rotate artists out. I get it. As long as they pretty much, stay with the theme and style of the story, I'm good with it. I almost bought Scumbag today, so I will see what you say. Yeah, that's cool because I plan on reading it tomorrow. I'll read it tomorrow and let you guys know. That's probably one of the things that I do on Anchor. I may do it on here. It'd be real quick, maybe in the morning when I'm drinking my coffee. But yeah, so that's all I got for you guys, man. 1:18, an hour and 18 minutes, not bad. I want to thank everybody in the chat for showing up. Love you guys, man. You guys are fantastic. I want to thank everybody for all the well wishes. My throat is feeling good, and really good to be back, man. Really good to talk about this stuff with you guys. Yeah, thank you, Dennis. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, it is. It's good to be back. It's weird. I told Shannon I was a little nervous, which is odd because you don't get nervous. Running burning buildings and really don't get nervous. Used to. So yeah, I was just trying to make sure that I had all my shit right. I remembered how to do it and everything. I do think I still fucked up on the title of this thing. It used to make whatever. I'll figure that fucking shit out. I don't know. I can't keep up with it. It was great seeing you back in it, my dude. Stoked about your grand return. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate that. You guys check out the Dingoes podcast. He gave the link in the chat. Please check that out. I'll be on there next week and be checking the Facebook and Instagram pages, and I'll be letting you know when I'm doing that show. So good to have you back. We only get some indie books. Hey, man. Boom Studios is my jam. I think it was you earlier that said something about Boom. Absolutely. Philip Kennedy Johnson, Tom Taylor, Seven Secrets. Tom Taylor, Seven Secrets. Tom Taylor is the writer of the Injustice storyline, from the video game. It was actually made a comic book about a video game that didn't suck. It was fantastic. It's one of the best things DC had done in a long time. Indie. I love indie books. I love Tom Taylor. So, Deceased Planet, which is great by him, but his Boom story, Seven Secrets, is awesome. It's so good. You need to check it out. Yeah, there were some things I've been reading that I really wanted to show you about that have been around, and I didn't want you guys to miss out on some of it. I've also heard about this awesome book called Memoirs of an Angel and the Silence. Where'd you hear about them books at? Yeah, man, those are pretty good books too, man. Check them out. The Silence by Chad Nuss and Memoirs of an Angel by our very own friend of the show, Brian Rodman. Please check those books out, man. Bourbon helps. Yes, bourbon does help, Jason. It does. What doesn't it help? Come on, man. I've never been sharper than tonight. Let's see. Wait, are we going to do the Mandalorian monologues? Well, what do you want to do, Dennis? Do you want to do Mando monologues? I'm in. Casey's in. We're in. Mando monologues will definitely happen. So, guys, I'm going to do another show. It's called the Mando monologues with world's most okayest DM, Dennis Robinson from the Botch Podcast, and Casey Strohs from the Good, Bad, Funky Coyote Podcast. I think that's it. All right, we're in then, man. We're in. There's a comic you need to check out called Metal Shark Bro. What? It's about a rocker who makes a deal with a demon is blended with a shark. Oh my God. Metal Shark Bro. All right. I've got it on the fucking lists. I love it. I absolutely fucking love it already. Casey changed his name because they got picked up by some big name company. What? What do you mean? Oh, Dennis, you're going to have to instant message me on that. That sounds nuts. Good. That's awesome for him, man. Maybe that's why he's been late on some of my artwork that he's been supposed to give me for the show. But message Casey. Okay, I will. Yeah, I can't believe he didn't tell me. We've been kind of in contact. All right, guys. That's all I got for you. I'm going to go watch the Eagles get their ass kicked. No, really. I am going to root for the Eagles against the Giants for sure because I fucking can't stand the Giants. My buddy Dennis is Eagles fan, so they need some help, man. They need some help this year. But again, thank you so much. Please check out the social media links. Follow social media links. And more importantly to me, comment on the social media links. I'm going to get back into putting stuff on the Facebook and Instagram pages. I have neglected that too. Damn, my man, the greatest hype man on the interwebs, Debo, giving you all my links for Anchor, Facebook, Instagram. Thank you so much, sir. My Patreon. Please get on my Patreon. I appreciate the support. And again, if you have a Amazon Prime subscription, you get one free Twitch subscription. Okay, I would appreciate that if you would use that subscription on me. You do have to renew it every month. Still doesn't cost you anything. Gives me a little bit, and a bunch of little bits add up to a big little bit. And I'd really appreciate it, guys. So thank you so much. And please check my man, Debo. I tell you what, I don't know how he does it. If you want to stay up to date on anything in pop culture, sports, gaming, that site right there is the one you need to click. Great superhero debates too. Zuckerberg's been messing with my man, but he's figured it out. He's smarter than Zuck. Fuck Zuck. He tried to silence him, like he tried to silence me, but they can't silence us, bro. We're too fucking strong. Too strong. We're fucking too worthy, bro. We're too worthy. God damn it. Try, Zuck. We're gonna beat you every time, bro. We're gonna beat you every time. Oh shit! Don't do that. No. But yeah, please check out the Great Superhero Debates 2. He drops links on my show as well. So if you want to stay up to date on everything you love, man, please follow that page. Hit the notification button on it as well, so that way you're you know when he posts, because he's I don't know how he does it. I really don't. I mean, I get a lot of my shit from him and I'll steal it, and I'm like, I'm putting it on Blazing Defender page. But yeah, again, guys, fuck them, damn right, man. Power to the people, brother. But yeah, so thank you again, guys. Thank you so much. Again, check my stuff out on Anchor. This show will be up on the podcast format probably sometime next week. But you know, this is kind of my home page. Twitch, Facebook Live, these are going to be where my home is. But you know, always go to iTunes, Anchor uploads to iTunes. You find my podcast wherever you want. Okay, so just be looking for it, and I appreciate it. And if you think you know someone that might like this kind of shit, send them a link. Be like, hey, man, check my man out. And maybe I get a follow for them, maybe I don't. Doesn't matter. But I'm just trying to create the community here. And I kind of think that in the world we live in today, we need this outlet. We're not I'll never be political on this show. I have my political alignment. I know Dennis has his political alignment. We argue back and forth all the time. But right here, this is the stuff we love. We're not going to let anything soil this, okay? So this is where we're going to come together and be one, okay, with our love for this type of shit. All right? So with that, I will say the world is crazy. I've been saying this since I've been podcasting. It's how in my show. The world is crazier now than it's ever been. Okay, so there's nobody, no matter what happens in November, nobody changes anything. Us are the only people that change anything. And we only do that one way, and that's together. Okay, we only do it together. All right, so pay it forward. Don't be a dick. Be nice to people. Treat people like you would want to be treated. Treat professions like you would want to be treated if you were in that profession. Okay? Put yourself in someone else's shoes every once in a while. Okay? Try to see something from another point of view. All right? With that, guys, thank you so much. Again, thank you so much for all the get well wishes and everything. I am humbled. I really am to be able to do this show for you and for you guys to like it as much as you do. So thank you again so much. Enjoy the rest of your night. Have a great and safe weekend. Happy fucking Halloween. And I will be back with something this coming week. For that, Blazing Defenders out, guys.